Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. This is from the brand Iconic London. It's the multi-use sculpting palette. And I just got this in my March 2022 Boxy Luxe box, which that unboxing is up here on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. And this is a high-end, pricey product in my opinion. It retails for $49. So beautiful packaging here, and it has a huge mirror here and 6 shades, nice pan sizes. And so you've got 3 highlights, 3 contours. I think the first thing I need to do is some swatches and see if they really are true to how they look in the pan here. I think they are, and they are cream. They're kind of like harder, densely packed, which is good. Oh my gosh, that might be even darker than it looks in the pan there. Doesn't it seem like a big jump from that to these? But I guess you could also mix shades together and create custom shades, which is even easier to do in a cream formula. But wow, these are very pigmented. Wow, I'm trying to wipe my fingers off with the makeup wipe after swatching, and it's kind of hard to get off with a makeup wipe. Wow. So I'm expecting these to have good staying power. And then just swatching that other contour shade. But yeah, since these are so pigmented, I'm going to have to be careful and use a light hand, especially with the bronzers when I use them on my face. But so I am probably going to have to just focus on the lightest shades right now because I'm super fair. And I don't have any concealer, foundation, or anything like that on. So I am going to start out with some concealer highlighter. And I'm going to try the technique of just using my finger to start. And I'm going to start out by applying it to the under eye. And this is not necessarily a concealer, so if I had already applied concealer, I could still use it as a highlight. But since I am using it as a concealer, I might go a little heavier with it because I want to also cover up these dark circles. It's working pretty well, applying it with my finger, and it's looking very brightening. I'm just kind of doing that triangle shape, but look at with it versus without it. You know, maybe I'll just do half of my face so that we can compare the difference. But that is a nice brightening concealer. And that has some pretty good coverage too. Maybe I'll just pick up a little bit more and see if I truly could skip that concealer step and just use this cream highlight. I think I could. It's about a medium coverage. And with my dark under eye circles, I do kind of prefer full coverage, but this is not bad. If I did want to get that full coverage, I could just use a concealer underneath, but I don't even really feel like I have to because that is super brightening. Blends out nicely. Doesn't look heavy on the skin. Wow. I almost feel like that is potentially a little too light. So I'll go ahead and pick up, let's try this more yellow toned. And I'll use this, let's try for that nose highlight. And I am liking using my finger, but maybe I should try some other techniques as well, just for fun. But gonna kind of take this down the center of my face. Since I'm not really using this right now for coverage, this yellow tone is nice and brightening. I'm going to pick up the dampened sponge just for fun. Pick up a little bit more of the more yellow toned highlight. Ooh, buildable and honestly even easier to apply with the sponge. Sometimes with concealers or cream products, I feel like sponges just absorb too much, but that does not seem to be the case with this. So I think it really is personal preference of what technique you want to use. Based off the swatch, I think the other highlight is going to be too dark for me. So I'm going to stick with the middle shade here and continue bringing it down the center of my face. but focusing a little bit more on the right side so that we can compare the difference. But I like this shade for highlighting. It's brightening and then a little less white, I guess, compared to the under eye, which I do like to keep the under eye very light and bright because, like I was saying, the dark under eye circles. But I'm really happy with this shade down the center of my face for that brightening effect. Now for my contouring. I want to try it out with my brush here. I got this brush recently. I did a video on it and I love it. It's that viral Amazon brush from the brand Daubigny. I just love it. So let's try this out. I'm going to try and just pick up a little bit. I'm going to pick up the middle shade of the contour. And let's see. Okay. Yep, it's pigmented. So I like to bronze and contour more so like on top of my cheekbones. I've started doing a little bit of a higher contour. This brush is working well. And then I like to also bring my bronzer or contour along the top of my forehead. So I am just keeping this once again on half of my face. And this is nice. It's warming up the skin. This one I do feel like has a warm undertone. So it's kind of giving me more of a bronzer effect than a contour. But it's looking very smooth on the skin. I feel like it's got a matte finish. All of these seem to have a matte finish. Maybe I'll try this shade a little bit. See if that's a little bit more cool toned. A little bit more of a contour effect. Bring that a little lower. See what happens there. Yeah, that one I think is going to create more of a shadow contour, which is good for the cheekbone area. Let's see if I just have a little bit left on the brush. I really don't even want to pick up more since it's so pigmented. And I like to just also bring the contour under the jawline a bit. And these bronzers are blending out pretty well. I feel like I can struggle with a cream contour with it looking too muddy, but that's pretty good. So you can see with it, bronzer, contour, without it. It does look like I have changed the shape of my face a little bit. I'm gonna just do, oh yeah, and also it definitely is creasing and settling in my under eye lines. So that would need to be set with a powder, setting powder. But just gonna try and, with the sponge, blend everything together a little bit more. The creasing though, I feel like that is a downside to using a cream product over a powder product, because if I was just using a powder highlight on my under eye, I wouldn't be dealing with the creasing. In fact, it would be preventing creasing from my concealer. So I'm not loving that. For highlighting the places on my face where I don't have the creases, like my nose, center of the face here, it looks fine. It looks brightening. I am surprised by how matte these are, because I also was hoping that with a cream formula, it would look, you know, a little bit more creamy, a little bit more hydrated, and that would be different from a powder. But it pretty much just looks like I used a powder because of how matte it is. Same with the contour here. It basically just looks like I took a regular bronzer powder finish, but it does look smooth. But just in general, I'm not a cream contour person. Maybe now that I have this palette, I'll be more likely to try it, but I just feel like it's faster, easier to use a powder bronzer and a powder contour, but the results look nice. So with this palette, I look so funny with an uneven face, but I do feel like I am able to achieve that nice highlighted and contour sculpted effect, but I just feel like it's more difficult than it needs to be, at least in my opinion. So I am happy that I got this in Boxycharm, but I don't feel like it's a game-changing product that you need to go spend almost $50 on. But if you're like me and you did get it in Boxycharm, I think it's totally usable and it is fun, but it is more time consuming. And I just feel like realistically, I'm not going to be reaching for this palette over my powdered products and my powder palettes, even though initially I thought I was going to love this more than those, but it doesn't look any different. And that's the biggest thing. If it looked more dewy, hydrated, I would maybe think it's worth the extra time and effort with this palette. But definitely let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this palette or your thoughts on cream versus powder highlighters and contour products. And if you have any tips for ways that you have found that you really love using this palette, that would be awesome as well. You know what I also would have loved to see in here is a cream shimmer highlight, you know? I feel like I would really love that formula in these, and then it could be, you know, right here in between where I did the highlight, the contour, but also a little shimmer to lift the cheekbone and also to give it more of that glow, since I'm getting such a matte look from these. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.